So, what's the plan?
I just woke up, Grandpa. The plan is to find some breakfast.
You mean get me to make you some breakfast, hmm?
If you're offering.
Polly, got any more substantial, less food-oriented ideas, dear?
I'm trying to figure out our next move. We don't know where Ursula is. Not a clue. We need a lead.
We need a miracle.
You were saying?
Good morning.
Can we help you?
I'm looking for Ursula.
Us too. Sorry, but we have no idea where she might be.
That's concerning. I came here because she missed our last appointment.
Who are you exactly?
I own a bookshop on Liberation Road. Academic stuff, mainly. Well, that's in these days, right? Nerd stuff. I specialize in literature about the Oxyon culture. Topic Ursula and I both study. Nobody in town had heard from her, so I closed up my shop and came here. This was her forwarding address. For orders, you know? Not surprising, I guess. This place used to be a haven for poets and artists. Free thinkers of all kinds.
She never mentioned you, Mr.
Please, call me Omar.
Omar. I'm Nora.
Polly, that's Laszlo. I'm Ursula's daughter.
I felt that might be the case.
Why don't you come in?
first time here?
Yeah. I moved to Athena a couple of years back. Did my master's on the Oxion civilization, so obviously I had to come here to finish it. How did you end up living here?
We've been here since... forever. Ursula used all of her money to keep this place afloat.
Now it's just debts and leaky pipes.
Perhaps. Consider Omer here a helpful stranger, encountered on an unknown path. One who does not know the way, but is in possession of a map. Think of this as a resetting of the balance.
So, what do you know about Ursula? Did you notice anything strange about her?
Calm down, Grandpa. But did she say anything to you about leaving? About going away? Do you have any leads?
I'd let them ask their questions before letting him into your sanctum. You can never tell with people. Not these days.
But you sent him to us!
More like he washed up on your shores.
Whatever they might say, truth is relieved, as are we all.
Yes, thankful also.
You're welcome. But right now, I've got a stranger to deal with. So, Ursula, how often did you two meet?
She popped by the bookshop when she was in the area. Every few days. And recently we'd met as friends. Social calls.
She never mentioned you.
She talked about you all the time. I went to your bar once and I was struck by, how similar you were to her description. Again, it's a compliment.
Let's not get sidetracked. The last time you saw her was...
A few weeks ago, she came by to borrow a book I'd recommended. Oxion Legacy and the Spiritualist Diaspora. She didn't seem out of sorts. Oh, I actually bought something that could be of help.
Whether Omar means to or not, he brings great upheaval.
Right now, upheaval or no, he's all we've got. You say she was interested in the Oxyons? I don't remember her giving them much thought before.
She might have been a long time ago. In the last few years, she's been more concerned with the here and now.
Still, a few weeks back she came to my bookshop. Said she wanted to know more about the Oxyons. Books, scrolls, treaties. She had a particular interest in their rituals and habits.
What was she up to?
MK. MK has stirred up a lot of stories about the Oxyons. They've done a lot of good work on the ancient ruins around the island. They've spent millions digging and excavating. There's a museum being built, exhibitions, galleries.
Well, that's the good part. But they sectioned everything off. They brought in entry fees and time limits, and made sure they get some return on their investment. Ursula told me she'd been given some Oxyon poems a long time ago. Before I was even born, as she liked to say. She was attempting to translate them, modernize them even. It felt like a real passion project. She never shared it with you?
No.
Here, I found these. I think they might provide a clue. Or a lead. Or... well, I'm not a detective, but they look relevant. At least.
Ursula's handwriting.
Yes. It's part of her latest work. She gave them to me a few weeks ago and claimed she had a notebook somewhere containing the rest.
I think I can help you. I know exactly where it is. Wait here, all of you.
You're becoming our lucky charm.
Well, I was just worried about Ursula. It's, good to know I'm not alone.
We'll get to the bottom of this. Now that we have a lead, there's no stopping us.
She told me where it was years ago. No secrets between us. But I couldn't bring myself to open it and read it. It's her personal stuff, you know?
Perfect. I know we might regret this later, but sometimes the unethical thing to do is the right one. It's filled, cover to cover. Too much for one person to read. If I just... ah, there. Nora, was it? Here. 2 sheets. Laszlo, take these 3. I'll take these other 3, and Polly, these are yours.
What have you...
I hope you'll all agree this is no time for unnecessary hesitation. The sooner we read Ursula's work, the sooner we'll find out if she left any clue to her disappearance.
Bound to live in a world where I drown in the memory of you. The rage inside still hasn't burnt away the tears. I'll meet you again in a fraction of time. Someday.
I know. This feels wrong. But you know as well as I do.
That it's the only way. I do. Why did she even give you those pages?
Because I asked. She was writing again. For the first time in a long time, she said. She wanted an unbiased opinion, and I, offered my services.
But you never read them.
Once I saw they were poems, No. I thought she was working on some new Oxion translations. Verse, though, not my bag. So much for the enlightened academic shtick.
My mother's work can get a little heavy sometimes.
But there's new stuff. From the notebook, it's full of references to Oxion traditions and rituals. A treasure trove, really. I'm going to go back to it. Why don't you go and check on the others? They look a little lost.
Hey. Everything okay? Nora?
What?
Oh, hey. I just... You look a little...
Polly. Wait. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap.
Ursula's poems. That good, huh?
Something like that. They're all about her dreams, how vivid they could be. I've read her work before, and this is by far the most literal I've seen her. according to this, she dreamed a lot about family, us, where we've been, and where we're going. She says that the poems claim that she can predict the future.
What's going on? Why are you so red?
I'm not red. And nothing's going on. I'm fine. Look here, though. Third stanza, second line. Ursula mentions Egregor. That can't be a coincidence. If we're done here, I'm gonna find Jade. Tell her Ursula was talking about the same stuff she was.
Oh no, no way. Wait. Tell me what's gotten into you.
Polly, please.
Or don't. Entirely up to you.
God, okay, fine. I've been having these nightmares lately since Ursula disappeared. Reading these poems just reminds me of them, and it's unpleasant.
Time to have a chat with Omar, I guess.
Yes, we need to tell him about the egregor. All the dream stuff. Hopefully it'll help.
Sounds like a plan, Nora. Despite the circumstances, I'm happy we're doing this together. Also, I'm happy we're doing something good together.
Oh no. Don't say anything else, please. I know we will find her.
I know. Despite our relationship, I want to get her back.
I know. Let me talk to Omar. This'll cheer him up.
Hey, done already?
Not exactly.
Would you look at that? The old man actually came out ahead. I just wrapped these up. Poems, of course. All about family.
Our family?
I'd say so. Your mother is many things, but subtle, no. There's one about relationships, the push and pull of the family unit. Your mother as a young girl thinking of her future. And the second, that one's about a lost love, one she can only find in dreams, unless the gods will it, whatever that means.
That doesn't bother you? Her talking about love like that? Like something out of reach?
Look, your mother's never been a one-man woman. She was always crystal clear about that. And I love her for that as well. She and Nora both helped me to understand that love doesn't bind or restrain. But in here, she mentions a presence so strong it can be seen in every line, every word.
Wasn't there a third sheet with another poem?
I don't think so. Just these two.
Actually, I think there was a third. Well, unless I dropped it. No, there was definitely a final poem.
Oh, but hey, look at these two. This one talks about a bunch of places we've been to on holiday. The Duquesa Islands, the ferry boat to Magdalena. And this one about a secret lover. She wouldn't hide that sort of thing from me.
Yes. That's interesting. Helpful. Laszlo, find anything else?
Look, there was a third poem, okay? I'm sorry, it's just that... It's... It's different from the rest. Private. There are things in there that I don't want you kids seeing.
Laszlo, this isn't the time to go all mama bear on us. If there's something in there that could help...
There isn't. At least I don't think there is.
So? You took your time?
There's so much in here. Poetry, of course, but very precise descriptions of rituals and cultural artifacts even I've never heard of. I don't know how she came up with half the knowledge there is in this.
Come on. Time to compare notes. Hopefully something in here will point us in the right direction. Omar, what did you find?
I hope you won't mind that I skipped all the sections on love and family. Touching, but, well... There were whole sections on the concept of reunion. And not just a physical one. Spiritually reuniting across dimensions. Ursula seemed obsessed with this ritual. This idea of becoming whole. Which... It all reminds me of the Oxion belief in realm crossing. And the prescience. They wrote extensively on the subject. They said, by using the Holy Ichor, the prescience could transcend this plane and access another.
I know Ursula worked as an oracle. She mentioned it once or twice. But what are you talking about?
The Ichor was a sacred liquid called egregor. Pools of it were said to exist across Athena.
Egregor? That's Jade's story, right? And look, my section mentions it too.
Wait. Prescience?
The Oxion believed there were those who could see the future. Literally see it laid out before them. And the egregor would enhance their abilities.
You said this egregor stuff was just lying around the island?
Yes. No. The sacred pools were said to be well hidden. We talked about trying to find them, but MK has laid claim to every inch of Athena. I don't know why I didn't see it before. Between Laszlo's section and my own, I believe there's a very real chance Ursula went to find a prescient ritual site. A crossover point.
We're all a little tired, I think. Big afternoon. But... Omar, what were you and Ursula doing? Really doing?
I told you. She'd come to me and we'd talk about Oxyon culture. Language. Symbols.
But there's more to it than that, right? Look, you know a lot about us now. Probably too much, even. But we don't know anything about you. Not really. And trust goes both ways.
Very much, Harmony. Very much. Palms open, weapons down. This is all about shaking hands. Ha!
You're gonna think I'm utterly insane. That both of us were.
It's okay. We're listening.
That Ursa and I weren't just talking over dusty books and manuscripts.
Knew it.
We thought. We wanted to recreate the Oxion rituals. We wanted to cross between realms.
What?
These aren't fairy tales. They're very real instructions for highly complex procedures. Rigorous. Almost scientifically so. Ursula seemed to know more than she was saying. Called the other realm Reverie. Like she knew the place. And we'd already performed the basic rituals, and we saw results. No realm crossing, but there were lights. A glow. We were getting close. She convinced me there was another world out there, just beyond the veil, waiting for us. Ursula spoke of a missing component. When you told me she disappeared, I wasn't entirely surprised. But
You mean you had us wasting time with these poems for nothing? You lied?
I was just trying to help.
These poems, they mention a few different Oxion ritual sites. But only a few of them seem to relate back to this mystery love of hers.
We can narrow down those locations even further if we only look at those associated with the prescience.
If Ursula did leave to find one of these sites, it's almost certainly a temple. Most of them are underground.
Underground?
Even in their heyday, there were those who thought certain rituals profane.
Well, most of Atena's archaeological sites are pretty well documented. Con, it's because they're all owned by MK.
I've tried for years to get access to even a minor site. Nada. Completely off limits.
So, everything Ursula wrote suggests she went on some sort of personal quest to cross between realms and find her love.
And she needed an Oxion temple to get there.
Exactly. So the big question is, did she find a way to get into that temple? Or did something get to her before she could?
We know this much. Jade's investigation into MK and Ursula's disappearance are related. That's something.
Yes, that's something. Sorry.
So why aren't we asking her for help? Jade, I mean. She said she was willing. And I'm sure if she helped us, we'd help her. Mutually assured reconstruction.
That's a good idea, actually. Yeah. Yeah. That could work.
Jade? Jade Galea? You're friends with her?
Sort of.
Friends with Atina's most well-known activist. Impressive.
Okay. We have a plan. Now that's a real plan. I'm gonna go to the skate park. Like, right now. This is too important for online messaging. It's all monitored by MK anyway. Safer this way.
Hey, just take care. Watch yourself out there.
All right, Grandpa. It's the skate park, not a war zone.
Anyway, good luck, Nora.
I'll be careful.